Welcome to Try It Tuesday, where I share tips, tricks, and how-tos when it comes to crochet and other fiber arts. Today's going to be a little bit different because you're going to see me the entire time. And I figured since I'm getting ready to release another pattern, I would kind of continue off of what we talked about last week, which was diagrams, and kind of show you what each of these little things mean. So each and every pattern comes with abbreviations because nobody actually takes the time to type out everything, and some people do, I guess. But I'm going to go through all of these here on a couple different formats. So starting off super easy, this is Crochet Basic Stitches and Symbols, and I did not make this. This was made by somebody else. I don't know if there are things on here. I'll try and put them down below, but I did not make this graphic. Anyway, so this is the symbol, and then it corresponds with all of these things over here. So the symbol for chain is this oval stitch, or oval, not oval stitch. In American, UK, it's called chain. British UK, it's called chain. And in Spanish, I'm not even going to attempt because I am terrible with accents and also pronunciation. So that is chain in Spanish. In this, the symbol for, these are for diagrams, by the way. So the symbol for a slip stitch is a dot. In American US terms, not UK, I don't know why it says UK again. So American US terms, it says slip stitch, and then the abbreviation is SLST. Sometimes there's no space, just so you know. Slip stitch in British UK is usually SS. Sometimes that's also American, so just keep that in mind. And then the Spanish version, now I'm disappearing. How do people do this? So the symbol for single crochet is usually either an X or a plus mark. Single crochet in American US terms is SC, and in the UK British terms, a single crochet is actually considered a double crochet, and that's their little symbol for it is DC. And then of course there's Spanish. And then we're going to go over half double crochet, which this is the symbol for diagram, and then it's HDC in American US terms. In British terms, it's a half treble crochet, so HTR, and then here it is for Spanish. And then symbol for a double crochet, now I'm saying double crochet because that's American, and that US terminology, American, for the term. So this is a double crochet, so DC. In British UK terms, it is TR for treble crochet, and here it is in Spanish. And then there's two more to go. So this is I usually say triple crochet, but it's also known as a treble crochet. And this is the symbol for it. In US terms, it's a TR. These are abbreviations, by the way, if I didn't say that. This is going to be a fun video. In UK terms, it's a double treble crochet, which is DTR. And there it is in Spanish. And then lastly on this chart, and there's way more than this, by the way. I'm going to do a couple charts here. So this is a double treble, or like a double treble. I've actually never used this personally. In symbols, it's a DTR. In the US terms, it's called a triple treble, or a treble treble. Or in the UK, which is TRTR, and there it is in Spanish. Now, oh, there we go. Now you can see this chart's been made by these guys here. All right, so I'm going to flip to the next chart, see in like what is a millisecond for you guys. Okay, so here's another version. So it's just a bunch of different abbreviations I'll go over. So alternate, so that's just like a second option usually. Approximately, usually that's used with how many rounds you might need. This stands for beginning, back loop only, which we can go over that in another video. I've kind of gone over it in a few other things. And then we have a bobble stitch. Sometimes this is BBL too, by the way. BP, back post, CC, contrast color, chain space, cluster. Now I'm gonna show you this whole thing without me on it, and you can pause to read them. Okay, and now I'm going to move on to my next graphic. Now this is from my own pattern that I'm getting ready to release on my birthday, Friday, or the official is Saturday. It just depends on when my testers are done, because I gave them Friday as the date for being due. Anyway, regardless, this is my introduction page. So there's a cover page, introduction page, and then it goes from there. A lot of people have this introduction page slightly different. So when you're reading a pattern, sometimes there's a note at the top. It usually tells you what you're going to need for the pattern, what you need to know for this pattern, or, you know, need to look up. And then here's the abbreviations on mine that you'll need to know. So single crochet, stitch, slip stitch, half double crochet, increase, 2 single crochet in the same stitch, and then fasten off, chain, and round. And then I also include, a lot of people include this, but how to read the pattern. So when you're looking at my pattern, you'll see something like 1 single crochet, comma, increase, and then it'll be in parentheses. And then there's an XX at the end. So what that means is 1 single crochet, then an increase in the next stitch, and then repeat the sequence X times total. So that's this X. So it might say increase, or 1 single crochet, comma, increase, and then it might say times 6. And then another thing is if there's something in parentheses, so a number in parentheses, usually that's how many stitches you have at the end of each round. In this particular pattern, for the Mobius loop that I'm making, the stitch count's not that crazy. And by that, I mean, it doesn't have to be like 100% perfect, because it'll make more sense when you're in there. The stitch count's not as important, is basically what I'm saying. And then in this particular case, you'll see there's a bracket, and that means all of those are done in the same stitch. So it might say something like 3 double crochet, and it's in those brackets, which means in the next stitch you will do 3 double crochets. And then sometimes they come with extra notes, like this one. Mine has clickable links that take you to videos to show you to do things better, and all kinds of things like that. And then I believe I have one more graphic to show you. Oh, I'm getting like ahead of myself here. If I missed anything, please let me know. But my last graphic is another shameless plug to go with this. So let me pull it up for you. So here is my shameless plug. So this is the pattern that I'm coming out with. It's the Mobius fidget toy. I did not create the original pattern from this, so I don't want anybody getting that confused. I don't actually know who originally made the first crochet version. But basically mine, it shows you how to do the middle, and then you get 5 different versions of the Mobius knot in this one already worked out for you. Once you get the center down, which is the hardest part, which is why this is advanced beginner, once you get that down, as long as you're increasing in every row, you can end it or do whatever you want. So I have a picot version, a smooth version, this is a wavy version, this is a flower version, so there's petals, and then this one here has like twice the number of, well, not twice, but almost twice the number of petals, so it looks like a different type of flower. So just keep that in mind, and I hope that this was helpful. If there's anything that you feel I didn't catch or touch on, please let me know, and hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Happy crocheting!